Hello Chelsea fans, welcome back to the Blues Report, your number one destination for everything happening at Stamford Bridge. It is January 2026 and the transfer winds are swirling with some of the most sensational names in world football. Grab your coffee and settle in, because we have a massive update on the rumours that have every Chelsea supporter talking today, the Vinicius Jr. Mega rumour, fact or fiction? The headlines across social media have been absolutely electric, suggesting that Chelsea are ready to shatter records with a 135 million to 150 million euro move for Real Madrid's crown jewel, Vinicius Jr. Imagine the scenes at the bridge, Vinny Jr. tearing down the wing in Chelsea blue. However, we have to keep our feet on the ground. The legendary Fabrizio Romano has stepped in to cool the fire, explicitly stating that these reports are completely untrue. According to Romano, there have been no bids, no formal approaches, and no active negotiations for the Brazilian superstar. Inside sources at Cobham emphasised that the club is focused on a quiet January window. With the Premier League's financial sustainability rules and the newer squad cost ratio SCR systems looming large, dropping world record fees mid-season is a massive risk. While Vinícius is reportedly monitoring his situation in Madrid under Xabi Alonso, it seems Chelsea's strategy for now is to keep their powder dry until the summer. But let's be honest, in the Bailey Eghbali era, can we ever truly say never? Could this be a tactical silence before a summer storm? The scouting mission, Jacobo Ramon Naveros. While the Vinny Jr. talk might be high-octane fantasy for now, the interest in Jacobo Ramon, often referred to as Jacobo Ramon Naveros, is very much grounded in reality. The 21-year-old Spanish centre-back has been a revelation for Cesc Fabregas's overachieving Como side in Serie A. Standing at a towering 1.96 metres, Ramon is the definition of a modern defender, composed on the ball, dominant in the air, and tactically disciplined. Chelsea have reportedly been scouting him since December, but they aren't alone. We are looking at a six-club Premier League scrap featuring the likes of Tottenham, Liverpool, and Newcastle. The sting in the tail for any potential deal is his former club, Real Madrid. Los Blancos are masters of the buyback game. They hold an €8 million buyback clause and a 50% sell-on fee. This means if Chelsea want him, they aren't just negotiating with Como, they're negotiating with Florentino Perez. If Ramon continues his meteoric rise, Madrid might just trigger that clause themselves to flip him for a massive profit, similar to the Alvaro Morata saga years ago. Is Ramon the long-term successor to our aging defensive line, or just another talent caught in Madrid's web? The Sterling situation, a move to West London rivals? Finally, let's talk about Raheem Sterling. The veteran winger remains a professional, but it's no secret he's seeking a permanent exit to reignite his career. Reports from Team Talk suggest that Fulham have emerged as a serious destination. A move to Craven Cottage would allow Sterling to stay in London, a major priority for him, while Chelsea would finally get his significant wages off the books. The deal hinges on a bit of a transfer merry-go-round. Fulham reportedly want to move Adama Traoré to West Ham before pulling the trigger on Sterling. Raheem is holding out for a permanent move or a loan with an obligation to buy, showing he wants a fresh start rather than a temporary fix. It's a bittersweet moment for many. Sterling has had moments of brilliance, but with the squad evolving so rapidly, a move feels like the best outcome for all parties. The Blues Report analysis and opinions. In my view, Chelsea's current strategy is surprisingly mature. While the Vinny Jr. links are mouth-watering, overextending financially right now could lead to a points deduction nightmare. Targeting a high-ceiling youngster like Jacobo Ramon feels much more aligned with the project we've seen under the new ownership, snapping up elite talent before they become €100 million players. However, we desperately need to resolve the Sterling situation. Having high earners on the sidelines is a distraction we don't need as we push for Champions League spots. What do you think, Blues fans? If the Vinny Jr. opportunity actually opened up in the summer, would you sacrifice 2 to 3 other signings just to get him? Do you think Jacobo Ramon is the real deal, or is the Real Madrid buyback too much of a headache to deal with? Should we let Sterling go to a rival like Fulham, or is he still a valuable asset for our bench? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If you want me to dig deeper into the financial figures or scout a specific alternative to Vinicius Jr., just let me know. Keep the blue flag flying high. Welcome to the Blues Report, the ultimate home for everything Chelsea. Hello to all our loyal supporters around the globe. It is Thursday, January 8th, 2026, and the winter transfer window is officially heating up at Stamford Bridge. We've seen a massive shake-up recently with the departure of Enzo Maresca and the appointment of Rosenior as the man to lead us forward. With a new era beginning, the recruitment team is working overtime to provide the new boss with the tools he needs to climb back up the Premier League table. Today, we have a packed update focusing on defensive reinforcements, midfield wonderkids, and the truth behind those massive superstar rumours. Let's dive straight into the blue news. The defensive wall, Ezri Konsa to West London. First up, the hunt for defensive stability has led us to Villa Park. We are hearing reports that Chelsea have set their sights on Ezri Konsa to bring some much-needed Premier League experience to our backline. At 28 years old, Konsa is in the absolute prime of his career. With 17 caps for England and a reputation as one of the most reliable centre-halves in the country, he represents exactly what this young squad lacks: a calm, seasoned head. Konsa has been a rock for Aston Villa this season, and while his contract runs until 2028, a market value of €35 million makes him a very tempting target. However, it won't be a walk in the park. We are hearing that Liverpool and Manchester City are also circling. For a club that has struggled with defensive consistency lately, would Konsa be the leader we need to organise the ranks? Or should we be looking for someone even younger to fit the long-term Blueco vision? The battle for the future, Ethan Waneri. In a move that would surely ruffle feathers across London, Chelsea are reportedly reigniting their interest in Arsenal's crown jewel, Ethan Waneri. We've been tracking this lad since the summer, and the interest hasn't faded. Waneri is widely considered one of the brightest talents in English football, but his minutes at the Emirates have been limited. While the 18-year-old isn't explicitly forcing a move, the Blueco model is all about snapping up the world's best teenagers. Arsenal are desperate to keep him, perhaps even suggesting a loan to keep him happy. But we know Chelsea prefer a permanent seat at the table. It's a bold play. Taking a rival's top prospect is the ultimate power move. But with our squad already bursting with young talent, do you think Waneri would actually get the game time he deserves at the Bridge, or would he just be another name in the loan army cycle? The Rosenior connection, Valentine Barco. This is where things get really interesting. Our new gaffer, Rosenior, has reportedly made his first manager's request. He wants Valentine Barco brought over from our sister club, Strasbourg, immediately. Barco has been an absolute revelation in League One this season, racking up 22 appearances with a level of versatility that is frankly frightening. He can play wing-back, winger, or even drift into central midfield. Since both clubs are under the Blueco umbrella, this transfer is seen as low friction. Strasbourg only paid €10 million for him, and they stand to make a tidy profit, while Chelsea gains a dynamic South American playmaker who already understands Rosenior's tactical demands. Barco is known for breaking the lines with his passing. In a system that needs more creativity from deep, could he be the secret weapon to unlock stubborn defences? The Vinicius Jr blockbuster. Fact or fiction? Finally, we have to address the elephant in the room. Social media has been on fire with rumours of a €135 million or even €160 million bid for Real Madrid superstar Vinicius Jr. It's the kind of Galactico signing that gets every fan's heart racing. However, we have to look at the facts. The ever-reliable Fabrizio Romano has stepped in to pour cold water on these flames. According to Romano, these stories are completely wide of the mark. Chelsea have not sent a bid, are not in negotiations, and Vinny Jr himself isn't looking for a January exit. While Real Madrid are navigating contract talks with the Brazilian, Chelsea's current recruitment strategy is focused on a different profile of player. It's a dream signing, certainly, but for now, it remains just that, a dream. Do you think Chelsea should actually break the bank for a world-class winger like Vinny, or is the €135 million better spent on 3 or 4 key positions? Analysis and opinion. It's clear that the club is at a crossroads. Moving from Maresca to Rosenior suggests a shift toward a more cohesive multi-club integration as seen with the Barco links. While the Konsa links show we realise we need now players, then Waneri interest shows we aren't stopping the youth-first policy. My take? Barco is a no-brainer given the ownership structure, but we must be careful not to hoard talent like Waneri without a clear pathway to the first team. Hello, and a massive welcome to all our dedicated viewers here at the Blues Report. It is an absolutely electrifying time to be a Chelsea fan as we usher in a brand new era at Stamford Bridge. The air is thick with anticipation following the official appointment of Rosenior as our new head coach. After the dramatic New Year's Day exit of Enzo Maresca, the board has moved with lightning speed to secure one of the brightest tactical minds in the game, bringing him over from our sister club, Strasbourg. With a contract running all the way to 2032, It's clear the hierarchy is betting big on Rosenior's possession with purpose philosophy to restore our pride and bring silverware back to the shed end. The Rosenior revolution, tactical shift and strategy. Liam Rosenior isn't just coming here to keep the seat warm. He's coming to implement a high-octane, flexible system that has already set League One ablaze. While he famously utilised a 3-4-2-1 at Strasbourg to secure European football, early whispers from Cobham suggest he might pivot to a 4-2-3-1 to best unleash the sheer depth of talent in this Chelsea squad. We are looking at a system built on the art of evasion, drawing opponents in with brave, short passing from the back before slicing through them with verticality. But here's the million-dollar question for the Blue Army. Can Rosenior find the defensive solidity that eluded us under Maresca while maintaining that attacking flair we crave? The predicted lineup, fresh faces and tactical tweaks. The lineup is expected to see a significant shake-up as Rosenior looks for players who fit his aggressive counter-pressing triggers. The goal line dilemma. Between the sticks, we expect Philip Jurgensen to get the nod. While Robert Sanchez has had his moments of brilliance, including that massive Club World Cup performance, Jurgensen's composure with his feet during the recent draw against Manchester City seems to align more closely with Rosenior's demand for an 11th outfield player in the build-up. The defensive wall. In front of him, the fitness of Wesley Fofana is the big talking point. If he's over his fever, expect a powerhouse partnership with Trevoh Chalobah or the versatile Badiashile, especially with Levi Colwill still sidelined. On the flanks, the unstoppable Marc Cucurella and our captain Reece James are set to provide the width, though Rosenior's system might see James tucking into midfield to create that numerical superiority he loves. The engine room. This is where it gets truly exciting. The Caicedo role is now a reality. Moises Caicedo, arguably the best DM on the planet right now, will anchor the midfield, allowing Enzo Fernandez the freedom to push higher. Rosenior values verticality, and Enzo's vision will be the heartbeat of every transition. The creative spark. In the final third, Cole Palmer is the undisputed king of the bridge. Operating in that number 10 pocket, he'll be flanked by the electric Pedro Neto and the generational talent Estevan Willian. Up top, the battle between Liam Delap and João Pedro continues, but expect Rosenior to favour the striker who can best lead that all-guns blazing press from the front. Position player key, attribute for Rosenior GK, Philip Jurgensen ball distribution, RB Reece James tactical flexibility, CB Wesley Fofana, recovery speed, CB Trevoh Chalobah, aerial dominance, LB, Marc Cucurella, aggressive pressing, CDM, Moises Caicedo, interceptions, energy, CM, Enzo Fernandez vertical progression, RW, Estevan, William 1, V1 dribbling, CAM, Cole Palmer ice cold finishing, LEW, Pedro Neto, explosive pace, SET, Liam Delap, physicality, pressing, final thoughts and fan opinion. In my opinion,